Greetings. Welcome to the Brain Gauge channel. I'm Mark Tomerdahl, and right now going to give you a brief introduction to the Brain Gauge metrics section. And in this section, we basically have different chapters or different videos about each of the individual scores that you obtain with the Brain Gauge. Now, most people are really just interested in the overall history or the overall timeline of brain health or brain function. And, this is sort of an example of that. Here's history or the timeline goes from, one date, this covers several years. But, people want to know, okay, when are things good and when are things bad? So you have some kind of event like a blast injury and make things go bad. For the most part, the goal is to be able to track, see what an injury or what a treatment, what's the function of a treatment, how efficacious is it, and basically you're able to track this with the overall composite score. And that's what a lot of people do, and they're very happy with that. Now, you can blow this up a little more and look at in a little more detail. You look at the overall score, spread it out a little bit more. And what you see is when you look at the individual scores here, you see that, oh, well, not all the scores some of the scores are really bad, and some of the scores are still marginally okay. And here, things are getting a little better. Scores are getting a little bit better. And over here, the scores are getting quite a lot better. And it matches the overall score. But, so what do these individual scores mean? And by the way, this is called a radar chart. And we also look at bar charts. That's really all up to individual preference. But you can see that, some measures, don't necessarily go bad and other measures do. And sometimes it might give you a little more insight into the data you're looking at, as to knowing which measures are good and which measures are bad. And the way most of you are going to look at this is using the data analysis app. What you do is you come over here and you select your, on the left-hand side, you select your subject ID or the patient ID, whoever's taking the test, and then their overall history pops up. And, automatically what's selected is this point here, the last date that they tested. And, when that's done, what comes out over here is the bar chart, which is normalized data. And normalized being it's normalized to healthy controls. So that, zero is not good, 100 is good. So that means they're in the normative range when they have a full green bar. And when they have a short red bar, they're obviously not doing all that well. So what we're going to talk about is, these individual measures and what they mean. And the other thing that we're going to talk about are, some of the raw data and some explanations for what they mean. And like, for example, raw data for reaction time is right here. In this case, that contributes to the speed score and rank 5th percentile. That means that's out of all the people that have ever been tested. They're in the top 5%. But, we'll talk about that as we go along. And, I'll cover the easy stuff at the very beginning of each talk. So if you just want to hear the first part, that's great. But if you want to hear more, like how are those measures obtained, I'll go a little bit into actually how the measures are obtained. And, if you're not interested in that, fine, you can exit before them. And if you're also interested in the science that goes on behind each measure, then some of that's going to be in the talks as well. Some of these metrics have more science than others, but a lot of people don't really want to know about the science too much because it does, there are a lot of papers and it gets it can get pretty, I can get pretty long and winded and, chew up a lot of your time. Don't want to do that. But anyway, the front ends of these are going to be just quick explanations of the talks, and then the back end will be the science, or the front end will be the quick version of what the scores mean. And you just dig in more and more and more for more explanation. So anyway, thanks for watching and hope you have a great day. And I'm going to stop this right now.